My name is Voniel Riley, and I did my career profile on the position of a victim's advocate, in this case with the Sheriff's Department in our local community. The reason why I chose this field is because I've been working as a volunteer in the field for about 15 years. It's something I feel very strong about, it's something that I really enjoy. I have enjoyed, and I would like to continue doing it. It would be nice if I could get into the field as a paid, with a paid position. But that's kind of what directed me to go in to home and marriage studies as to get my degree. They do require a bachelor's degree, and because I have applied for several positions, even with my experience, the person with a bachelor's degree always gets the position ahead of me, and they should. They should. That's because they spent the time, the effort, and they persevered through their degree. This is a very competitive field, and there are very few openings. When they open up, there are so many people who apply for these positions. A lot of the people who apply have actually volunteered in the area. My example organization is Douglas County Sheriff's Department in Castle Rock, Colorado, which is where I have been working as an advocate for 15 years. My contact is Patty Moschner. She's my direct supervisor. I worked with her. I've talked with her. My daughter actually got her degree from BYU, Idaho, and did her internship with the VA program as well. As far as the working environment, there is a staff of about 5 full-time paid personnel in the office, Monday through Friday, 8 to 6. And then there's a staff of about 30 volunteers that they actually are over, that they organize, and they supervise. And so when the staff is off work on their off-duty hours, the volunteer staff goes ahead and steps in, and they're on call all night, holidays, weekends, and so forth. The environment is office work, a lot of paperwork, a lot of office work, victims coming into the office, as well as on-site crime scene work. As a volunteer, ours is all on scene, crime scene or on scene, not just necessarily crime scene work, but no office. And as paid office staff, there is more paperwork that goes into that. Some of the stressors that go into that is the paid personnel are the volunteers on-call supervisors. So that means that they alternate being on call with the supervisors, and this is something that they have to have someone on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. They just have that need all the time. There's ongoing training that's required for the position, and they provide first responder support to victims. And this requires the advocate to deal with people in immediate and initial trauma. So that can be a stressor. You don't know what you're going into all the time, and dealing with a victim and the situation, and in the case of a crime scene, it can change, and that can be very stressful, something I have experienced. They evaluate victim safety and the immediate needs of the victim. The benefits for the Sheriff's Department that I went ahead and selected it includes medical, dental, vision, basic life insurance, disability insurance, employee assistance plan, a 401k, 10 holidays and 1 floating holiday per year, 8 hours of vacation accrual per month, 8 hours sick accrual per month, and they also have tuition reimbursement or tuition assistance for those who want to further their education. The common task jobs are they respond to victims of violent crime and family survivors in the cases of violent and or sudden death. And that also goes along with the coroner. They do death notifications other than just violent crimes. Death notifications to families, but generally victims of crime, wherever there is a victim when a law enforcement officer is dispatched. They provide information, follow-up reports, and referrals as required by the Colorado Constitutional Amendment for Victims' Rights, and every state has their own victim rights laws. There are also some federal laws. They also act as a liaison between the criminal justice system and the victim. They track the services to the victim, they provide information, letters to victims, and they provide victims' rights services. They provide support to the community in response to disaster relief, and that is something that we do. We're actually disaster relief responders. Educational requirements are they usually require a bachelor's degree, knowledge of the criminal court system. In this case, there is a certification with the Colorado Organization for Victim Assistance. If you don't have it before you get the position, sometimes they'll put you through it, but having that helps you get the position. There's actually NOVA, National Organization for Victim Assistance certification, and there is an Association of Traumatic Stress Specialists, which is an international certification. The starting salary is about $40,000 a year, and that is for full-time. A lot of these are part-time jobs that they have to that they start out with. A supervisor usually makes between about $85,000 and $90,000 a year. Most victim assistance programs are grant funded, so that has to be renewed every year. And you must pass a background check, including a financial and a polygraph, which can be quite stressful in itself. My information source was Douglas County. It was directly to the source of this particular position that's available. Thank you.